In a few hours, the bottom half of the men's draw is going to play their quarterfinal matches. We've got Del Potro versus Cilic, and we've got Nadal versus Gonzalez. And I think that Nadal is going to come through and Del Potro is going to come through. And the Nadal-Del Potro matchup is a little bit more interesting than the ones we've got in the quarterfinal. So I'm just going to assume those two guys win. I'm going to talk about a Rafa-Del Potro matchup. And if that ends up not materializing, I look stupid, but that's just the chance I'm going to take. So we have Rafa versus Del Potro in the semifinals. And the last time these two guys played, it was in the Rogers Cup, and Del Potro won. Close first set, not very close second set. So I want to talk about this matchup a little bit and talk about what you need to look for. And if Rafa's doing a particular thing, then I expect him to win that match. And if he's not, then he's going to get himself into trouble. And you know, Del Potro is similar to Soderling in the sense that they're both tall guys. They both hit big off both wings. And when Nadal lost to Soderling in the French, he was leaving some balls short, but more importantly, he wasn't getting his opponent, Soderling in this case, on the move. So let's talk about this diagram I've got up here. In the red area, this is, if Nadal is hitting a ground stroke, he doesn't want to land it basically in this red area. He wants to aim for these blue boxes because even if he leaves the ball a little short, even if the ball bounces here, if he has angled it appropriately, that ball is going to go off the court. So what happens is when he leaves the ball in this red area, that would allow someone like Del Potro to hit in this black area I have shaded. And when Del Potro is in this black area, his court positioning is pretty good. He's not getting pulled off the court. But if Nadal is able to keep the ball in these blue boxes, especially, let's say Nadal hits an angle forehand that bounces here. Even though that ball bounces short, angle forehand, it now goes off the court, and you saw this against Monfils. Well, now Del Potro gets outside of this box. He's going to be hitting in the alley somewhere. And this is Nadal's bread and butter. As soon as he gets somebody outside the single sideline, the point's pretty much over. Nadal is going to work him over with a couple forehands and then go to the open court with either a forehand or a backhand. I mean, that's just classic Nadal. So you can tell how well Nadal is playing by where he is hitting the ball, whether he's able to get it outside this red area and into the blue area closer to the sidelines. And again, it doesn't necessarily matter if the ball is dropping short, somewhere around the service line, because if he's got sufficient angle on the ball, then he's going to pull his opponent off the court. Now, someone like Del Potro or Soderling can have success against Nadal where other guys, shorter guys, haven't been able to, because even when Nadal's landed the ball a little bit short, somewhere in this area, that ball is going to kick up on, say a Djokovic, and it's going to be tough to control those balls up, over your shoulders. But Del Potro, Soderling, they're real tall, 6'4". Del Potro is probably 6'6". So that ball kicks up right into their wheelhouse, and they're able to control those balls, hit it with a lot of pace, and that's what you saw with Soderling at the French and Del Potro in the Rogers Cup. So again, one more time, look for whether or not Rafa is able to generate sufficient angle and where his opponents are hitting the ball. That is going to be the key to the match. Now, I predicted before the tournament we'd have a Federer-Nadal final, so I'm going to say we're going to end up with that. I'm going to stick with my prediction. And we're going to have a little quiz right now, and the winner is going to get a free month to FYB Premium. We'll give you a coupon code when you sign up. And the question is, in the Madrid final, Roger made some adjustments. He obviously won that match. But what he was able to do was limit Rafa's ability to pull him off the court. Federer's court positioning was much better in that match, and the question is why? Why was Federer able to maintain better court positioning? What was it about his shot selection that prevented Rafa from pulling him off the court like he had done in the past? So I'll post my answer, I'll say on Saturday, and when you post your responses, obviously post in the comments before. Two things. First, show your work. Don't just say it was X. You got to explain your logic behind it. And second, you have to post on fuzzyyellowballs.com. Can't post on YouTube if that's where you're watching this video. So I look forward to reading your responses, and I look forward to watching the upcoming matches. I think they're going to be real exciting.